What's up, you guys? This is Do1 Bit Universe, and this is going to be my reaction to Star vs. Amiibo Episode 3. Now, from reading the comments that I got from my last video, my last reaction to Episode 2 and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure I'm wondering, yeah, they're in the 11-minute format. So since they're in 11 minutes, so this technically means I'm on Episode 5. I say 5 because I'm looking at this video and it seems 11 minutes long, so I guess I only have one episode this time and not two episodes, it seems. So with that being said, I'm technically on episode 5, so judging based on the title of this video, I'm not really sure yet. It's what episode I'm on. But from the last reaction, I got mostly of the responses of, yes, this series that I'm into right now is pretty all over the place, but it does have like a thing going for it with continuity and also like things with it. So it's not like reset button. Again, a thing to go off on that is the troll woman. Again, me and my psychic powers need to be on lockdown because I hate it when I actually do that, because I both scare myself sometimes and I hate it because it's like, yes, I say some random stuff and it happens. I hate that. But in this case, I'm just going to like keep things in my own centered box and keep my mind of storytelling and writing and also profiling. I mean, I looked at her one time, I'm like, oh yeah, she's a troll looking thing. But anyway, it was either a troll or an ogre. It would have been hilarious to turn to an ogre. But from just all that saying, okay, Star vs. Amiibo is a series. I will see where it goes throughout the coming episodes. And since this is 11 minutes long, again, I think I just have one episode, so I don't know whether or not to change up the formula or something like that. I got this all from, like, I'm getting this from Kiss Cartoon, so go to them to explain to me how this works out. And, of course, I'm going to Wikipedia for the actual episode titles and stuff, so I get my information there as well. So, yeah, we're just going to get started. So, Google Drive Dimension in the link in the description below because, you know, copyright purposes. And then come back or don't come back for my review, and that's how that goes. So, okay, let's get this started. 3, 2, 1, now. Hey guys, this is After the Reaction, and okay, this is what I like. This is something that I really did like because it blended in with the nonsensical stuff and made it in a coherent, story dealio. I liked it. All right, so. Alright, I forgot his name again. Okay, actually, I'm gonna be a professional and do it this the right way. Alright, I need to stop second guessing myself. His name is Marco. I usually, when I think of a name and it's inside my head, I say, okay, that's Marco. But it probably isn't, so I'm gonna be 100% sure. And yes, it's Marco. Marco here was about to fight a little brat, an idiot, stupid. I hate him. I don't like him. He's the worst character in the entire show right now. I really hate those types of. He's like all my least favorite types of characters mixed into one. And my God. Oh my God, I had never wanted to punch a kid in the throat so hard before, like ever in my entire life. Like that is like my God levels of, they knew what they were doing if they want to make this kid unlikable. Like, that's incredible. That is incredible. I've seen some pretty bad kids in my time, but he takes the cake. Wow, okay. But Marco wanted to beat him, and he was training, and got his arm turned into again, kraken, squid, octopus, maybe a hybrid with the 2 or 3, and it apparently had a mind of its own. And as I said in the reaction, and for those of you who have not watched the reaction, just watch this, I really got the mad life of a teenage robot exoskeleton suit thing, you know, the thing that wanted to keep Jenny to being a normal girl and stuff like that. And it really reminded me of that. I want to take over his life and like that. But this one had more of a murderous intent. I'm pretty sure the exosuit had its own agenda, you could say. Like not want to eradicate all life, like the tentacle arm. But you know what I mean. And you don't know how hard I was trying my best not to make the obvious tentacle jokes. But they threw so many at me, I couldn't help it. I couldn't help it. It had to come out. I'm sorry. I tried to be professional. I tried to be a grown man, but I failed. But hey, you gotta give me some points for trying at least. And as for like the animation error, there is an animation error. I'm going to go back just to make sure it is. Like, you have Star being like surprised on the matter of like Marco wanted to get help, and I'm like, oh, okay, so she's still up. Yeah, I see it. She's still up. But then they cut to them, and she's asleep. So at first, I thought it was a troll. Alright. You don't want my help after spending 2 whole nights trying to find the right spell that's not going to kill you and just give you your arm back? Sure, alright. I'm just gonna pretend to sleep and actually either give into my sleep or something like that, or just make it completely justified, like she gave into her exhaustion. I can understand that. But just like, okay, I'm gonna use that animation error as she saw it, then her exhaustion kicked in, just like, yeah, no, you don't really like him that much. Like, I see that perfectly right here, but whatever. Animation errors happen. That should be a quote. It's a quote, right? And yeah, I like the episode because it had a good beginning, middle, and end, and it had a pretty good villain. Like, I hated him the second he was on the screen. So that's a record, really, and that's good. That's how you know you have a person you don't like, and he just continues to do it. Even in the very beginning, you see him, and at the end, and he walks out. I wish I could fight you, Mom. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god. If I ever have a son, oh, he will not be like that. Oh god, oh, you hope he better not be like that. Okay, this episode is just great. I like this episode. I have to say I like it better than the other episodes I was into because I actually full on enjoyed it for what it was and not for the crazy over the top nonsense that was actually in there. And remember, when I say nonsense, I don't mean it as a bad way. Nonsense, just because it has no sense doesn't mean it wasn't awesome. Just look at Discord. He's literally a person of nonsense. And he's amazing, so don't take that in any wrong context. That doesn't mean anything about this show being anything other than good. Great. Animation is great. The characters are really really enjoyable. I really wish we could get more in depth with those other 2 characters, which are Marco's friends, because I don't know their names, period. But of course, you know me and names. I had to look up Marco from the very beginning, so of course, me and names don't really fly. But if they introduce one another more into them or something like that, I would know their names. Because they seem to be like a part of the story, but not necessarily important. At least not now. Because, you know, I got more episodes to get into. Speaking of more episodes to get into, I'm going to get started on those now. So, yeah, because someone told me that the new Star season is coming out soon, so I might as well see if I can binge watch these for a while. It's going to be a long night. I'm going to be really tired. I got class, but you know what? You know, I'd probably go to sleep. Never mind. So, yeah, this is Do You Want to Be the Universe? I'll see you guys next time.